There are some upcoming tech events that we have to talk a little bit about. Not too much, because we're going to talk more about them when they actually happen. But the tech companies are Google and Samsung, and they're doing this thing where they're teasing basically exactly what's coming out by showing us what's coming out, but not unveiling everything technically.
Yeah.
We can start with Samsung here. Samsung Unpacked, they have had this, aspect ratio teaser thing going on social for a while. Mm-hmm. Now they have the official Unpacked invitation, which says, a new shape unfolds. I don't know how you could be any more clear about this. They're going to have a new foldable with a different shape. They even have a sort of a tear-off animation so you can see exactly what shape the foldable is going to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any more clear than that. Now we just have to wait to see the actual device and to see if any of our theories are going to come true about it being slightly lower priced or slightly more mid-range than their Ultra foldable, which is a little taller.
I think it will be, because the rumor is that the Galaxy 8 Fold is going to be called 8 Fold Ultra.
Yeah.
And I think this will probably just be 8 Fold Wide or something.
Yeah.
But without the Ultra moniker, and it's probably only going to have a couple cameras, it's going to be the mid-range one, I think, which is kind of sad because I like the Passport style better.
I also think it's kind of sad, but I also think it makes sense only because in Samsung land and a lot of other companies, more cameras equals more pro.
Yeah.
Like pretty strictly. The more cameras it has, the more pro it is. Yeah. The Galaxy S26 Ultra has a bunch of cameras. If it's a lower end phone and it's cheaper, it has less cameras all the way down to their very lowest end phones, which typically have 2 cameras.
Yeah. Except for the iPhone Air.
Well, so in Apple land, it's actually kind of still true in Apple land, but the iPhone Air messes it all up because it's more expensive than the base phone, but it has less cameras.
Yeah.
So
9 to 5 Google has price rumors. They're in.
Okay.
Oh, are these euros? These are euros, right? Yeah.
Pounds, euros.
So
work with that.
Scandinavian
Z Fold
dollars.
8, 256, 1999. Z Fold 8 Ultra 256, 2199.
Okay.
That's not a huge difference.
It's not a huge difference, although I don't know the conversion rate very well. So
It's
I don't
pretty
know
close.
USD.
2,200 euros is $2,500. That is expensive.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Not that close.
But the difference
That's
between
starting. That's 256.
Damn, and 2,000 euros is starting.
$2,500 starting.
So it's not a big gap though between them.
That's
so do
what
we
I'm
think
saying,
it's just like slightly less screen real estate and one less camera?
So we
Do
think
you
that's just going to be called the Z Fold 8.
I think that's what people seem to be thinking.
That's dumb of them.
I don't.
They should call it the Z Fold 8 Wide.
Yeah, maybe at the expense of making this podcast slightly more useless when the event does happen. What do we think the difference will be between the wide and the full size 8?
I mean, I wish it was only the.
If it's the
shape.
same chip, same RAM, same storage, same display technologies, literally same refresh rate, just different aspect ratio and one less camera and less battery
It's probably going to be a chip from last year.
in the wide,
Yeah.
that would be another way of lowering the price.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like the price is very low.
It doesn't seem.
Okay.
I'm starting to think it might just be the different aspect ratio and camera, and if that's probably slightly less total screen real estate, right?
True, yeah.
So that's probably the difference in a little less display, one less camera.
So
and
just the
that's
camera and the display being
$200-ish.
slightly smaller gets rid of the Ultra moniker.
And you also have a smaller battery if it's a smaller overall phone.
Yeah.
Well, and I think the Ultra moniker here is less of that it's Ultra and more that the other one isn't. It's like a differentiator.
Maybe it also has no S Pen support. Maybe it also drops like some of the really, really fringe extra like software features or something that
Maybe
the
it's
Ultra
made of
has.
plastic.
Maybe privacy display on the Ultra or something.
Yeah, true.
Stuff like that.
It would be crazy to not put. Never mind. Who knows what they're doing?
Who knows what's crazy anymore?
I was more worried about it being like a $1,500 foldable that's like lower on every single aspect of everything.
Like a lower end chip.
Lower on chip, less RAM, worse camera sensors.
Gotcha.
Possibly like plastic back.
cameras.
Like that's what they did with Note 10 and Note 10 Ultra or whatever it was.
Well,
Note
we'll
10.
see. July 22nd, we will find out. That will be Galaxy Unpacked. A new shape will unfold. The other one is Google, and that is happening in August 12th. And they are also very, very clear in the photo of it. We literally get to see the Pixel. They've done a good job at not leaking everything into oblivion with the Pixel this year. But they are showing us what looks like the top half of the Pixel 11, which has that round, pilled-shaped visor like we've seen for the past couple of years. Not looking forward to a whole ton of change with Pixel design. but I will naively cross my fingers for a big improvement with Tensor.
Well,
And then,
we are supposed to get the Pixel Glow.
is
Don't
this going to
believe
be
it.
a glowing visor?
Don't believe it.
That's what the rumor is.
No
I
shot.
kind of feel like they would have teased that more heavily if that's actually what's happening.
I agree. But all the rumor sites say that it's probably going to be a glowing visor.
I almost can't imagine Google teasing a new Pixel that has a glowing visor and not
Teasing the
saying
glowing
the
part.
glowing thing is happening.
Unless they're trying to save it for the event, make it a big deal.
Like it's glow time. Like they would be very
that's
on
what
the
Apple
nose
did.
about it. Yeah, that's how Apple did a couple years ago,
Apple's
Siri.
moniker.
But
Even though it wasn't glow time.
yeah, exactly. We'll see. Any other leaks that we see with Pixel?
Yeah. They're apparently going to kill the 128 base color, which is specifically for Andrew.
Kill it.
Base model, not color.
Good start.
However, it'll be $100 more expensive.
Bad finish.
So
That is a
you know,
price hike. I'm tired of
It's
people
a
who
higher
say
price hike.
this isn't a price hike. It was the same
tired
price
of
hike.
pretending it's
No,
not.
It's
Yeah.
a higher point of entry, aka price hike.
I mean, these companies kind of have to do this. Storage is so ridiculously expensive right now.
You know what? They could have looked really sick last year. Now they just look like fools again.
Yeah, they kind of jumped the gun there.
Well, they might not be leaking the Pixel that much, but someone did find a Watch 5 in the middle of the ocean not that long ago.
That did happen, allegedly.
Most Google thing.
We
I've
got
ever
some more Pixel 5 Watch rumors. This does seem like it's getting a price hike, about $50 for each variant, which makes the new starting price $399. But
Man.
what I hadn't noticed is the Pixel Watch hasn't. It's always been $350. So 5 generations in for a price hike, I'll give them some credit there. It's still probably a little expensive for a Pixel Watch.
Yeah.
There'll be 2 sizes, 41, 44 millimeters. Both of those have a Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, or LTE model. But there's one new color, so 4 total colors. Silver, I've studied this word and now I'm getting it wrong. We watched a sick video of some guy. Anthracite. Warm gold and pyrite, which is fool's gold, which means
Yeah.
they're the same color. I don't think anyone's expecting a solid gold Pixel Watch.
When they say warm gold, is that supposed to be like some sort of a rose gold, like warm hue version of gold? That's
but not
different?
the
'Cause-
rose gold for iPhone was basically pink.
Right.
But the renders of this do not look pink.
But naming the other one pyrite, which just looks like gold, it kind of implies that warm gold doesn't look like gold anymore.
I think that's why they had to name it something different.
Strange.
I'll show you the
renders.
What if
there's
warm
color
gold is
swatches.
shiny, like in the picture, and then pyrite is like matte?
That would be cool. I would actually be into that.
That would be kind of cool.
Google just released the edition again. I mean,
The what?
The edition.
The edition.
These
the
are the
Apple Watch
swatches.
The Apple Watch edition.
So like the swatches kind of look like warm gold looks like gold and pyrite looks like if you had a
of green.
gold colored crayon. Know what I mean? Like it's really hard to make gold a crayon. Which I guess would be the insane way of saying what Adam said, which is just it's matte.
You remember those 64 packs of Crayola crayons?
Yeah.
Where they had to
ate
name
every single one.
64
I'm pretty
colors?
sure one of them was pyrite, unless it was maybe the 128 ones. But I could have sworn
Yeah,
having a
There's
pyrite.
There's
100
only the 256 base crayons now, so I don't.
Y'all had 128 gigs of crayons back in the day? That's crazy.
Bro.
I had
the
that.
90s were a wild
I had that
time.
64 gig. Yeah. No, I.
Does
that's
not look like
interesting.
there's a pyrite crayon.
Dang.
There's not a pirate crayon.
I just always remember pyrite being the one that looks like gold, but that is dramatically less valuable than actual
Yeah.
gold, which is why they call it fool's gold.
Where-
Which is also it doesn't say a lot about the Pixel Watch. They
Yeah.
want to call it pyrite, but we'll see.
I grew up in gold country.
Oh.
It's like where the gold rush happened, and so we have a mine that is still operating, called the Empire Mine.
A mime?
That is, whoa, you're kind of mesmerizing me right now.
Audio listeners will have.
Yeah, that's a little
Adam was just miming.
podcast worst nightmare of mine.
Yeah. Well, mine is still
A
operating.
mime podcast would be so funny. Like, I'm in a box. I'm still in the box. I can't get out of the box. The box is getting smaller.
But you can't talk as a mime. That's
Yeah.
the whole point.
Well, no, if you're a mime podcaster, then
podcast.
it gets reversed. Then you can't do anything with your body. But
Well, how
You're
would
just
they
a
know?
narrator.
How
There
would
is
they
no
know?
video
I think
version.
that's
Is that
charades.
every podcast?
no, charades is regular mime, right?
opposite
People already
mime.
don't know if you're doing anything with your
Oh no,
body,
yeah, you're
'cause
right.
just-
You're right.
That's why I'm doing the mime podcast. Anyway,
But
please
that's the opposite of.
tell us about your silly little mind.
All right. It's called the Empire Mine. Anyway, it's still operating. You can go visit it. It's cool. And when we were kids, we used to go there at school, and they would show us the difference between real gold and pyrite. And you could like buy some pyrite and take it home and fool your parents into thinking that you actually found real gold. And they're like, oh my God, we can escape the permanent underclass. And then you go, actually, this is fake.
April Fools.
You fool.
You fool. So
In this Swatch leak that I didn't notice, this is New Way Mobile. I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong. But it does actually say polished for warm gold and satin for pyrite.
satin.
Nice.
So matte.
Okay.
Matte.
Okay, matte gold. I like that. That's very cool.
Hey, thanks for watching this clip. I think YouTube's testing a new feature where you can hover your mouse over the like button and then hover your hand over the mouse, and it will know you want to click the like button. But just to make sure, can you just try it? Can you just hover? So put the mouse over the like button and then like hover your hand. Did it work? Just to make sure, can you just make sure? Okay,
Yeah.
that worked. Oh, that's weird. Okay, anyway.
I don't
See you
know if
next time.
Claude could ever do that, to be honest.